So strategy hierarchy. There are four levels of strategies in any business. Generally, there could be three as well, we will see. So at the top is the corporate strategy, then we have business strategy, then functional strategy or function, finally operating strategies. So a corporation is actually a group of businesses. So if a corporation has more than one businesses, so it has a corporate strategy, and that drives the strategy for each business unit. And each business unit has different functions. So each function has its own functional strategy, and each function has its own operating or operation strategy as well. So corporate strategy, the top one, takes a portfolio approach to strategic decision making by looking across all of a firm's businesses to determine how to create the most value. The second level of the corporate strategic planning is focused on business units that make up the enterprise. So in the case of a single business company, there would only be three levels. The business unit strategy will be eliminated. But if there are more than one businesses, then we will have these all four levels. So corporate business units assume a variety of forms, each requiring its own strategy. So each business unit will have its own strategy. For example, General Electric is divided into 49 separate business units, each with their own functional and operating strategies. So as we saw in the last lecture, the example of Descon. So Descon has different types of businesses. So for example, it has an engineering business. There is Descon Chemicals, for example, and they may have yet another business as well. So they have different types of businesses. For example, they may have a business related to energy. So these, for example, in this case, are three types of businesses under Descon. So Descon will have a corporate strategy that will actually have some guidelines for all businesses that are the parts of Descon group. Then each of the businesses will have their own business strategy. So engineering business will have its own business strategy. Descon Chemicals, for example, will have its own business strategy. And for example, energy solutions will have their own business strategy. So you can take, for example, the example of Honda. So Honda is a corporation. It has different businesses, like it makes cars, it makes motorcycles, it may make some other products, say material handling equipment as well. So Honda will have a separate business strategy for each business, but there will be a corporate strategy that will set guidelines for all businesses. So that is the difference between corporate strategy and business strategy. The third level is functional strategy or function area strategy. So as you know that there are different departments in any organization. For example, there is marketing and sales. There is, for example, finance. There is, for example, HR. There could be, for example, production or operations. So we generally call them departments, but in business terminology, these are actually the functions of that organization. So for each of the major functions, there is a functional strategy, and that functional strategy actually supports the corporate and business strategy. And then there are operation strategies that plan how to function, how the function will perform its work in a manner consistent with the direction and priorities described at the corporate, business, and functional areas levels. So how activities will be performed under each function. So they are defined in operation strategy. So these are the four levels of strategies. So our focus will be more on business strategy. What is a business strategy? A business strategy is a plan for choosing how to compete. Just notice that strategy is different and goals are different. So goals are where you want to reach, and strategy is the way you want to reach there. So how you want to achieve your goals, how you want to compete, that is your strategy. Typically, a business strategy outlines how to grow the business, how to distinguish the business from the competition, how to achieve superior levels of financial and market performance, how to create or maintain a sustainable competitive edge, and similar other things. So these are, you can see how we can do this and this and this. So these are uh, setting guidelines, the direction, and the way to achieve different goals. There are five types of business strategies. There are three generic strategies, and we will see actually there are actually total five that emerge from these three. So first is cost leadership or low cost provider. A low cost provider strategy proposes that the organization will compete with its rivals by offering equal value but at a lower price. So order winner here is lower price. Differentiation strategy aims at competing by providing more value to customers by offering distinctive features or capabilities. So distinctive products or services, or in other words, higher variety is the order winner. The third strategy, generic strategy, is focus. An organization may decide to narrow its market and focus on a particular segment. Within that market, it then applies a low cost or differentiation focus to compete in that segment. So focus could be again low cost focus or differentiation focus. So in a way, we have these four strategies. And the fifth one is best cost provider. This strategy involves giving customer exactly the value they want. This value is created by delivering the functionality the customer wants at the lowest possible price. So once you understand the first four, it will be easy to understand the best cost strategy. And here it is, these five strategies are shown pictorially. So there are few strategies that are more focused on cost. Others are more focused on differentiation. And if the low cost strategies having a broad focus, we call it low cost provider strategy. That was our first strategy. If we have a differentiation strategy, but the focus is broad, that is called simply differentiation or broad or broader differentiation strategy. If the focus is on providing low cost products or services to a narrow segment of the market, that is the third, that is focused low cost. And if you are providing differentiation to a narrow market, that is called focus differentiation. The focus is niche, specific for a segment of the market. And best cost provider sort of has some features of other strategies overlapping. So it provides in a way low cost, it also provides some variety. So we will see in the end what best cost provider strategy is and how it actually has the features of low cost strategies as well as differentiation strategies. So we'll see it in the end. So that will be our fifth strategy. So this was a brief description of these five strategies. If you have any questions, you can ask. Thank you very much.